Ugh, it's a mess in here. Choices. Yeah, I guess. I'm guessing it's a no Hulk kind of day, as rough as those are. So, anybody that's seen my random day in the life of a random guy videos knows that this is probably going to end with some really poorly recorded and edited audio visual from a concert of some type. So yeah, I guess you can get ready for that, and stop watching now if you don't care. Go feed the boys. Raspberry bush is doing pretty well. Nice. Feeding the birds, fun, calming. Watching the birds, fun, calming. Pointing the camera downward and seeing the mess the birds make, gross. But I'm not gonna do that, because it's gross. One thing's for sure, the birds here love these hot red pepper suet nuggets. I got one, and the squirrel jumped from the bird bath onto the bird feeder. Figured out a way up here, and got a hold of one of these things. He was not a fan. He did a backflip off the bird feeder and landed on his back. He's fine, but no more hot pepper balls for him. The birds are not quite at the point where they trust me and show up while I'm filling the feeder. That was maybe an end goal of this, I guess. This one, for about 2 years now, I haven't got any visitors for. I change it every week, like suggested, or 2 weeks. Forget what the bottle says, but I have an alarm set. But not getting any hummingbirds, and it is sufficient distance away from the other feeder. It says at least 20 feet or whatever. You ever drink Bailey's out of a shoe? Visitors. Got a little time. I have an actual tough choice. Play Oblivion. Or play Clair Obscure Expedition 33. As you can see, I've been leaning towards Oblivion, which I should probably finish that before diving into this game. This one's gonna take up all my time. Over encumbered. Trying to... there we go. Now I can cast Feather, I think. I can, and I did. I'm still over encumbered. Even adventurers need to take a break and eat. So just after yesterday making a video about how tariffs are kind of killing miniatures game and component heavy games, I'm actually going to point out 2 Kickstarters that I'm watching. That one is starting today, based off of the Battle Masters board game, is Battle Monsters. Godzilla and Kong? Godzilla multiplied by Kong? Godzilla versus Kong? I don't know. Godzilla x Kong. So there's going to be, of course, promos and other things. It hasn't launched yet. It was originally supposed to launch April 22nd, but Restoration Games was making some changes due to tariffs. But this is one I'm going to be watching today, possibly backing, because Battle Masters and Godzilla, 2 things that I like. Godzilla's way cooler than Kong. While I'm opening another one, I have not seen a game do this in a long time, where they move up the launch date to earlier. So, despite the fact that it's Borderlands, and I have not really enjoyed many of them since 2, like a lot of people. 3 was okay. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands was terrible. But, Borderlands 4 coming out September 12th now. Interesting. The next is actually not a Kickstarter at all. It's a GameFound campaign for crowdfunding. Kickstarter being a synecdoche that people use for crowdfunded projects. But it's a 3-on-3, 32mm skirmish dark fantasy war game, and I've been watching this one for a while. They said when they reach 3,000 followers, they're probably going to launch the campaign. I am following it, I'm just not logged in on the desktop. But they reached 3,000 followers about 10 minutes ago, so they should be getting ready to launch this campaign. Another one I will be watching with great interest. So, yeah. Check this out if you're interested. I shouldn't be having adventures, trips, and playing games all day. I should be out here mowing this lawn. Eek. Maybe later. I was trying to play this game without the internet, going back to like 2007. And this strategy guide is pretty terrible. Like, it's got a few maps of the main quest. I don't like how there's no like glossary or anything for the dungeons that I'm looking for. It's all main quest, side quest, freeform quest. Because this is a strategy guide. Tables, charts, maps. Oh, yes. This gives me everything that I'm looking for in a nice order and just much better information and put together. Just love it. This is what I'm looking for when I wanted to do a strategy guide. One thing I remember from this book, from getting it like way back in 2004? Yikes, 2003. The one thing that I remember about it, it's starting to fall apart, is a saying that I still use to this day. That it's not unique to this book or anything, but it regards this Dwemer Ruin, Baby's First Dwemer Ruin, or Dwemer, or however you want to pronounce it. Not even going to try to pronounce the name of it, but every once in a while, like when we're playing a game, I'll be like, oh, Baby's first kill streak in Call of Duty and stuff like that. Just I've not forgotten that from reading this book back in high school. And the game with 20 million versions of it in existence, Skyrim. The guide for this was pretty nice, pretty good quality, full color and everything. Back before just Googling how do I solve this problem in a video game was so frequent and so prevalent that books like this are all but extinct. So, yeah. Someday, Elder Scrolls 6 and Grand Theft Auto 6 may exist. Someday. Yep, the lawn was bothering me that much. Now for some thrilling random day moments like mowing the lawn. It smells like hot dogs out here. Not only did the lawn need mowing, looks like it also needs some care to keep it alive and patch up dead spots. I've got more dandelions than I have yard. Well, they just announced that Seth Rogen is joining Call of Duty in Season 3. Well, I think that's enough sitting around doing nothing. It is time to go. Gotta get some of that fuel-ski. Get me one of them schmango schmonsters. The Automaton Factory, where thousands upon thousands of soulless robotic warriors are built and sent forth to the front lines of battle every day. Here we are in the state of Missouri. driving in was kind of impressive, but the spot I'm at is not really great for the skyline. Ah, put your trash here. Pretty sure that's the band's vehicles right there. Ooh. It's kind of neat. I showed up a little too early, but I can hear the band warming up on the inside, which is pretty nice. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear it with that tow truck in the background, but they're swarming up. Hey! So I'm not going to record too much tonight, but I'm close. Mesmerizing lights. About to be some zombies. Just got out of Foxy Shazam, and lobby boxer opened for them, and the number 12 looks like you. So that was a bit extreme, but it was a good time. Sorry if the sound is all off on the video, because I tried to lower the audio from some of the files, and it's just going to be all over the place. And if it's still too loud, sorry about that. But if you made it this far, I guess you probably don't care too much. But another random day in a random guy's life that ended in a concert.